The Vale of Clwyd is known for its beautiful countryside, scenic views, historic towns, and of course, as we're in Wales, castles. However, I bet you didn't know it also has a rich footballing heritage. So today, I'm going to try and visit every football club in the valley, in the Vale of Clwyd, starting here in Ruthin. Welcome to the Memorial Playing Fields, home of Ruthin Town FC, current Cymru North team, which is Tier 2 of the Welsh footballing pyramid. Fortunately, it doesn't look like there's anyone here and the gates are all shut, so we won't be getting in, but you can get a good view through the fence. Then you've got two little seated stands. So just talking to a couple of camera there. They've been actually renovating the pitch here in preparation for the European Under-19 Championships in 2026. I think they're going to use this ground as a training venue. So basically, they've had to relay the pitch. I think increase the size of it, which has meant Ruthin last season. I don't think they played a game here. They played actually down the road in Bala. Which may have had something to do with the fact that they were nearly relegated. I think they survived on the last day of the season by beating Bangor. Neil Taylor, former Swansea City, Aston Villa fullback, member of the famous Wales European Championship 2016 team, is a life president here. He was born and raised in Ruthin. I don't think he ever actually played for the club, but he was from the town, and obviously left when he went off to start his football career. So another scan of the Memorial Playing Fields before we leave. Lovely little place. So that was really interesting. I believe North Wales is hosting the European Under-19s Championships in 2026, and Ruthin Town's ground's going to be one of the training venues. Be a really interesting tournament, actually. Right, on to the next ground. Welcome to the village of Llandrynnog and Cainant, home to Llandrynnog United Football Club. What a place, a little ground. Got this cool little grandstand behind me. It's behind one of the goals. Llandrynnog United actually reached the Cymru Alliance in the mid-2000s, which is now known as the Cymru North, so Tier 2 of the Welsh pyramid. And I think they stayed there for a good number of seasons. But last season they were playing in the North Wales Coast East Premier Division, and I think they got relegated from that, so they'll be playing in the bottom tier of the pyramid this coming season in the North Wales Coast East Division 1, I think it is. It can be quite confusing, Welsh football, because it's very much regionalised. Llandrynnog are also, I think, one of only 2 teams in today's video that actually play in the Vale of Clwyd Summer League. So in the summer, there's a load of different teams in this area that play in the league. I think it's for a couple of months, from maybe June to July, or maybe May to June. And apparently there's restrictions on who can play for each team in terms of where they live or where they're from. So rather like, I don't know, I suppose Athletic Bilbao, and they can only play Basque players in their team. Llandrynnog and another team in today's video play in the actual Welsh footballing pyramid, and also field a team in the Summer League as well. One last pan of Cainant before we head to the next ground. Yes, Denby Town, very much an established Cymru North Tier 2 team in the historic town of Denby, famous for its castle. And there's a ground in the distance, Central Park. Fortunately, they're having a lot of work done here. I don't know what you can see. The ground's called Central Park. So I was just speaking to the builders. I did ask to get in, but obviously health and safety issue, isn't it? So they're having a new clubhouse built, redoing the pitch as well. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be a venue for the Under-19 European Championships. So it's probably got a lot to do with this, all this work. You can just see the grandstand there in the background. And I come to Denby without visiting the castle. There it is behind me. Built by supporters of Edward I to subdue the Welsh and stop any uprisings. Thankfully we live in more peaceful times now and we can enjoy playing and watching football. Enough of castles, on to the next football club. Achicaf, Top Park, home of Henllan Football Club. Another old club though, 1905. That church, is it a church? That must be on the club badge. Henllan are probably the lowest ranked team in today's video. Finished quite low in the North Wales Coast East Division 1, which is Tier 5, so the lowest tier in today's video. But what a place to play football, to be fair. And again, similar to Llandriniog, they also field a team in the Clwyd Summer League, which I don't know whether it's still ongoing or whether it's finished. I'm not sure. Maybe someone in the comments could let me know and give us a little bit more information about the Summer League. I'd love to know more and potentially do a video on it. And there we go. The hallowed turf of Top Park, home to Henllan Football Club. Look at the view. Got a little cafe and a club shop as well. If you want a cup of tea or coffee or bovril on a match day. Get yourself a pin badge as well from the club shop. There must be changing rooms as well. There we go. One last look at Top Park. That's Henllan Football Club. Current members of the North Wales East Division 1. Be hoping to get promoted into Tier 4 next season maybe. And there's the Village War Memorial just across the road from Top Park. Both for World War II and World War I, the Great War. In World War II, John Leonard Price, David Richard Roberts, Ellis Samuel Jones lost their lives. I wonder if they played for Henllan. I'm now in St Asaph, the second smallest city in the United Kingdom. And I stopped at the leisure centre there, but it kind of doubles up as a school, so I didn't really want to do any filming. It'd be a bit weird, some bloke just rocking up and walking around filming. But there's a 3G pitch out the back of there, and a team called Aglanau, who are part of they're in the North Wales Coast East Premier Division. And they were set up, I think, in the early 90s by the owners of a Welsh language newspaper called Glanau. I think they were set up mainly to promote the use of Welsh language. So I think they've been around like the tier 4 level for quite a number of years, and I believe, looking at the Cymru football app as well, Rhyl Albion, a team from just up the road in Rhyl, I think they were using the 3G pitch at St Asaph Leisure Centre as well last season. So there you go, 2 birds in 1 stone. But unfortunately, we didn't get to have a look around. But I think with a lot of these like council-owned leisure centre pitches that various teams use, there's not much to look at, and generally they don't have any like club insignia or anything around. So yeah, it's not too much of an issue. Glanai and Rhyl Albion aren't the only teams that play in St Asaph. The city's also home to St Asaph City Football Club. And here we are, Roe Plas, the home of St Asaph City Football Club. Members of the Ardal North West League, so that's tier 3 of the Welsh system. I think they've only recently really got to that level. And before that they were in like tier 4, tier 5. And this is the main stand. Look at that. Beautiful. Just have a little walk around the entirety of the ground. Back at the clubhouse and the main stand. I think the river's down here as well, so we're going to go take a look at that. Here's the dugouts, home visitors, and lock, stock, self-storage. I believe they're the sponsors of the Ardal leagues in North Wales. So there's actually 2 Ardal leagues, Ardal North West and Ardal North East. As said before, St Asaph Football Club are in the Ardal North West. We've got the river down here as well. I wonder if it actually floods when the river gets up. I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know. Yeah, come and watch a game of football and have a little walk down next to the river. What could be better?
Please wait while your call is connected.
Hiya, I know this is a long shot, but I'm just doing a little video about football in the Clwyd Valley. So I'm visiting all the football clubs from Ruthin up to Rhyl, and I was just wondering if I'll be able to have a quick look round Rydlan Town's ground. I believe it's here, is it?
Are you just doing the football ground? You're not videoing the college or anything?
No, just have a quick walk around the ground if that's possible.
Yes, if you come in through the gate.
Yeah.
And if you turn straight into the car park, oh mind you, you'll have to come in to sign. If you come up to reception to sign in first.
Yeah.
And then the football pitch is right down the bottom of the college.
Okay. Alright, thank you, much appreciated.
Okay.
I'll come up there now. Alright. Oh, I've signed in. Got my pass, my visitor's pass. To be fair, the lady on the reception was really nice about it and really helpful. It's Penguin College, I think it's called. So I think it's a college for kids and I guess adults with special needs. It looks like a really good facility, to be fair. But yeah, here we are, the home of Rydlan Town Football Club. So from tier 3 in St Asaph to, I think, tier 5. I think they were relegated last season out of the North Wales Coast East Premier Division. So they'll be playing in tier 5 next season. But it's a nice little pitch, to be fair. Flat. Great. think it's the first ground I'm going to be able to touch the goalposts. I think Ruthin and Denby having all that work done, so there was, well, we couldn't even get into the grounds, could we? Landrinog, I think they were dismantled, weren't they? That's the home team dugout. Hentland, I think they were on wheels, so they were moved out of the way and wheeled into position on match day. But yeah, on St Asaph as well, we couldn't really get onto that. I didn't really want to get onto the pitch because it was enclosed, wasn't it? So yeah, it's a bit disrespectful to be going onto the pitch, especially for the groundsman. So yes, today, Rydlan, the first post that we're going to touch. It's an epic moment. Right, I'm going to take me visitor's pass back, and then it's on to sunny Rill. We're just walking down Ffordd Derwen in Rill. I'm just looking for NFA FC's football ground, which is, I think it's called Ffordd Derwen as well. I think it should just be around here. And there we go. I don't know whether we'll be able to get in though. Locked. Oh. So NFA were only established in 2018. So they have been on some journey, given that they're in Tier 3 now in the Ardell North West League. Of course, in the same league as St Asaph City. So yeah, that's some going. I mean, they started from nothing, and it just looks like they've set up on a field over there. Done a fair bit of work to get to Tier 3 by the looks of it. So yeah, it'd be good to know a bit more about them, given that they're not the only club in Rill. We're at the home of Rill 1879, Phoenix club that replaced the original Rill FC, 2 times Welsh champions in the 2000s. Of course, Lee Trundle famously played for them. Rill FC ceased to exist, I think, due to financial issues around 2020. I think due to, obviously, COVID probably have a massive part to it. And then the community rallied together and established 1879. I think they entered Tier 4, so the North Wales Coast East Premier Division, and then I'm not sure if they won it at the first time of asking, but they've been in the Ardell North West League for a number of seasons now. Achieved promotion actually last season, so after promotion from the Ardell North West, they'll be debuting in the Cymru North in Tier 2, which next season there'll be 3 promotion places available due to the expansion of the Cymru Premier, so you never know. Rill might regain their seat back at the top table of Welsh football. Just spoke to someone on the committee. I think he was doing a bit of work. Just asked if I could have a look around the ground, but he said there was too much work, loads of hoses and that about, so I've got to respect that. But there's a gate open here, so you can have a quick look inside. And that, I believe, is the crest of the original club, Rill FC. And that is the crest of the new club, 1879. And what a better place to finish this Vale of Clwyd footballing adventure than the mouth of the actual River Clwyd in Rill at the beach on this fine summer's day.